Hi everyone. Very good evening to you, good afternoon to you, good morning, wherever you're joining us from. And I'm Rasha Khan, and I'm joining all the way from Bangalore, India. Whether you're an early bird or a night owl, thank you for being here. Let's kick off this exciting webinar together. You can drop us a hello on the chat with your name and let us know where are you joining us from in the chat box here. Thank you for joining in early as well. So we'll just start the session right on time. And we are just getting started with introductions on the chat here. So let me also put down my introduction on the chat. I see a lot of hellos already coming in. That's great. So we'll be starting the session right on time. Just checking also the mic 1 to 3. Is my voice loud and clear to you? You can just let me know by yes or no on the chat as well. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Loud and clear. Great. Let me also put down my introduction on the chat. Meanwhile, you folks have already started giving your introductions. Drop my messages on the chat here. So today we have an interesting topic lined up, a career trends topic in digital marketing. And also we'll be talking about the SEO versus PPC, SEO versus paid marketing. And also basically we'll be comparing these digital marketing career paths, which career path, which will fit you best in 2024. So if you have any questions, keep your questions related to the topic here. And if you are confused about which digital marketing career path to take up, the questions are welcome for that specifically. We already have our speaker here with us, expert speaker Marc Campman, and we will be starting the session in a few minutes. Meanwhile, you folks are putting down your introductions on the chat here. We are just getting started, folks. I see a lot of new folks joining in still. So welcome everyone once again. We are starting the session. And meanwhile, you can utilize the time by putting down your introductions on the chat here. It's always good to network, right? These events. Like this one is a global event, so you'll be seeing, as you can see, a lot of people are joining from different parts of the world. And let me just quickly, check out few introductions here as well. I see Islam has joined us from Bangladesh. Trish has joined us from Greensboro, US. I see John has said hello from Nigeria. Michael has joined us from Ghana. Hira from US. Ethel from Cameroon. And someone says Armenia. Would love to know who is that person. Sometimes it's really hard to make out your name from your email IDs. That is why the name. Please do mention your name. And also, please network among yourselves also, right? Just introduce yourself for your fellow peers. Yeah. Meanwhile, you're introducing yourselves here. Let me just quickly also take you through the ground rules we have here for the session. These ground rules here are to make sure that you have an amazing experience during the webinar. So in case you have any questions for our speaker, you can put down your questions in the Q&A box. Q&A box is just beside the chat box if you're joined from your laptop or desktop or iPad. And if you're joined from mobile, the Q&A box will be on the top. You'll be able to see it by the name Q&A box. Webinar chat, if you're putting your questions on the webinar chat, the thing is, as you can see, the chat box is completely blowing up and we also have high attendance. So we actually might miss your message and we would love to address your query. So please make sure to move your messages, queries to the Q&A box in case you have any questions during the session. Also, the session is being recorded. In case you want to go through the recording of the session, once again, in case you missed anything, please don't worry. We will send you the recording of the session. You can expect a follow-up email from us and with the recording link to view. And also for attending this webinar, you will be receiving a webinar certificate. I'll be showing you how it looks like. And for that, this session is 60 minutes long. And basically, once the session ends, you'll have to stay till the end. And there'll be a pop-up by Zoom which says post-webinar survey pop-up. And I'll just show you quickly how the certificate looks like. And this is the certificate of participation we'll be sending to you. And you can see this is to certify the name here, John Smith. And this is for attending and actively participating in the masterclass. The topic today, SEO versus PPC, which digital marketing career path fits you the best. for 2024. So now what exactly is the importance of this certificate here? So it is basically, we clearly can see that, you have joined the session because you want to grow in this digital marketing career field. You want to stay up to date with the latest trends which are going on. So it's always good to share, what, events you're basically going and attending and upskilling yourself, getting up to date with what's going on in the industry and sharing along with your network and peers. And you might end up finding, similar minded folks there as well to network and socialize. And also you can share the certificate on LinkedIn. So the certificate you will basically receive within 24 to 48 hours after the webinar. You can look out for it on your mail. And in case you don't receive it, you can mail me as well at webinars@simplylearn.net. And you can also share it on LinkedIn, sharing your experience of the webinar, insights, and tag our Simplylearn handle and also our expert Marc Campman there. I'll share Simplilearn handle and Marc Campman's LinkedIn ID, during the webinar. You can basically save it for yourself. Also, one of our attendees, shared this basically insight of a recent webinar, which happened last week. And, she ended up adding insights from the webinar. She took a lot of screen grabs and screenshots as well. So if you like something, take a screen grab of it. And also you can basically do the same thing, tag our Simplilearn handle and tag our expert Marc Campman as well. And you can share it on LinkedIn, and you can also use the hashtag simplygrow. That is how, you can also find your fellow peers who also attended the webinar and connect with them. So that's pretty interesting, right? And yeah, so that sums up the basically webinar certificate part. I'll also repeat this in the end as well, and I'll share the LinkedIn links as well. So please don't worry about that. Also, this program is powered by Simplilearn, world's #1 online bootcamp. We have been in the digital skills training space for more than a decade now, and we are very proud that we have transformed lives by empowering people via these digital skills. And the skill we'll be covering today is digital marketing. And moving on to our agenda of today's session. I hope I'm not going too fast, folks. We can let me know in case I'm going too fast. Please let me know in the chat. So the first and the most important agenda of today's session is about you, getting to know a little bit about you, being able to help you in your career here by addressing any questions you might have about the session, about the program. And the second agenda is today's career trends topic. SEO versus PPC, which digital marketing career path fits you the best in 2024? And also, we'll be covering the program preview of digital marketing's postgraduate program and by Purdue University here, which actually has not only the SEO versus PPC, but a lot of other skills and tools and, the new generative AI, ChatGPT, and all these things, case studies, basically projects, a lot of things. The learning path will be talking a lot of things about the program, deep diving into the program as well, and what exactly this program offers you and how exactly it gets you job ready. And based on the interest you share towards enrollment, we'll be taking the enrollment steps, where we'll be basically sharing with you the program syllabus link, which you can download for reference later, and also the program fee and the next upcoming cohort as well. And the last but not the least, the Q&A. Q&A is in the end. So you can save your questions in the Q&A box. As I mentioned, if you basically message on the chat, it will get lost for sure. Trust me. So for our speaker, Marc, will be paying attention to the Q&A box, and he'll be actively answering questions in case the time allows during the webinar. In case it does not, please don't worry. Just have a little patience, and we will answer it towards the end. So yeah, these are the agenda of today's session. And let me just quickly introduce our expert speaker here, Marc Campman. Marc Campman here has over 40 years of versatile marketing experience in technology, telecoms, consumer business, ranging from global corporations to startups. And he has extensive expertise in various marketing aspects, particularly online marketing and social media strategies. Marc, I'm pretty sure the introduction here does not cover the amount of skills and experience you have. So why don't you, give us your introduction and to the crowd here? So I'm pretty sure they will love to hear it from you. So welcome once again. You're on mute, Marc, if you're speaking.
Yep, thank you. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody. I hope you're all doing well in whatever part of the world you are. Yeah, my experience is wide, is vast, is long, over 40 years, and I still enjoy being active in marketing, social media, digital marketing, what have you. And one thing I can tell you, and what I will bring to you today, is in my 40 years of marketing experience, I think that we are on the one of the most important moments of change in marketing. And that change is caused by the artificial intelligence, specifically the generative AI, as we say, where AI can help us in developing our strategy, our marketing strategy, but also the content that we will be sharing in our digital marketing, whether it's SEO or whether it's PPC or email marketing or social media, you name it. And obviously, this AI influences the SEO and the PPC as well. And therefore, it will impact your career choices as well. So that's what we're going to be talking about in the next sort of 15 to 20 minutes. I am going to take ownership of the screen so I can show you some websites. If I'm going to share my own screen, share.
Sure. I have stopped sharing, Mark.
Yeah, see that?
You can go ahead and share your screen.
So if I go, let me quickly see where I should go. That is here, Google Drive, and then career trends. Can you see my screen, folks?
Yes, yeah, we are able to see your screen. Maybe you can put it on a slideshow as well.
You can see my screen. So let's, by the way.
Oh yeah, we do have one poll before we start.
Exactly.
So as we mentioned, you can share your screen. I'll just launch the poll. Yeah, so as you mentioned that, we'll be getting to know a little bit about you. So let's start with a quick poll here, folks, before we start the basically session. So basically, we would love to know how many years of experience do you currently have. So you can see 4 quick options on the poll here. And also we have just launched the poll on Zoom as well. Folks who have joined us live on our YouTube channel, you can let us know by responding on the chat, sharing your years of experience there as well. So we will give it 10 seconds more because I see most of you have already voted, but let's give it 10 seconds more. So, last 10 seconds for the poll. This one also is a single choice poll, so you can select the most suitable option for you. And in case you're currently studying, you can select the first option, less than 2 years. It's okay. I see introductions on the YouTube live chat box as well. That's great. Awesome. Last 5 seconds for the poll here, folks. How many years of experience do you currently have? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let me quickly end the poll and also share the results with you folks and our speaker Mark here. So let's see. 54% of you have less than 2 years of experience. 33% of you have 2 to 5 years of experience, and 4% of you have 6 to 10 years of experience, and 8% of you have more than 10 years experience. So a lot of experience, folks here. Thank you so much for sharing that with us. Over to you, Mark.
Okay, let's move on here. So yeah, SEO versus PPC. Which digital marketing career path fits you best in 2024? Now, if I knew how the next 3, 4, 5 years in SEO and PPC is going to look like, I wouldn't be sitting here. Yeah, I would be a rich man, and I would have developed a business that would particularly focus on where it would go. But we don't know. And particularly with the current changes of generative AI, there are a lot of uncertainties. But a few things are very clear, and those are the things that I want to share with you. Let's have a look at this. Yeah, let's first look at how SEO and PPC, pay-per-click advertising, was done up till pre-artificial intelligence. And pre-artificial intelligence means pre-chat GPT. Of course, lots of people still use the basic techniques, but it comes down to lots of things. I'm not going to go in all the details, but this traditional SEO, a very important part of traditional SEO was keywords. Yeah, so you need to do very good keyword research to make sure that you target those keywords in your content, on your website, on your blog posts. Yeah, so Google could relate the search queries to the keywords on your website, and by doing that properly, your website would show higher up in the search rankings. Now, a really good tool that I always use for the keyword research is a tool which we call Keywords Everywhere. Yeah, Keywords Everywhere is a Google Chrome plugin. And through this website, keywordseverywhere.com, we'll share it in the chat. Yeah, you can install the Chrome plugin. Now, let me show you what this tool does quickly. If I go and activate it, yes, so there is the, I think I need to go to manage my extensions, and the Keywords Everywhere sits here, and I'm going to activate it. Yeah, I now see this little icon. If I go up to this icon, let me see where I can find it. Keywords Everywhere. I can pin it. Let me see, where do I see it? Oh, it sits right here. All right. So I'm just going to switch it on. All right. If I now go to Google and I do a search, for instance, for the term Simplylearn, yeah, AI training, for instance. Yeah, now look what happens. Yeah, because of the keywords everywhere. Yeah, if it works, let me do it. Yeah, I should be seeing here, but I also see that I've used my my credits. So let me quickly use, there was another tool as well that I can use here, which is the keywords server, which is this one. I can activate that one as well. Okay. Here is the keyword server. It is pinned. Yeah, so that is this little icon. Let's go back to Google here. Yeah, what I now see here in my search results, I all of a sudden see here search results coming in. Yeah, or if I'm going to do, for instance, accounting software, I can now see, this is for the country Mexico. Yeah, I can see search results. I can also see keyword server, keyword ideas with potential volumes for those keywords. Yeah, a very simple tool in Google Chrome that can help you with your keyword research. Yeah, I can change the country, going here to the keyword server plugin, yeah, and I can get a lot more details. Now, I'm not going to go into too much details here because there is a lot that sits behind this. But as you see, traditional SEO was a lot about keyword research. And here you have two tools that you can use to do your keyword research. Okay, so that is on the SEO side. On the PPC side, what we have is, you see here, for instance, Karuya.com. One of the challenges that we have with pay-per-click advertising was to actually create the text for the ads. Yes, so create the text for the ads, and you needed to create and write your headlines. You needed to write your descriptions, or you need to actually create the visuals that you want to use for the ads. And there were simple tools like, for instance, this Karuya tool that you could put in headline 1, headline 2, headline 3, and you could put in multiple descriptions. You could add your site extensions, and then you had here how your ad would look like. Yeah, a great simple tool that could help you, but the main thing was you needed to be creative in the writing of your ads. And many businesses would actually use an agency to help them with that creative process on writing the ads. So both SEO and PPC are quite manual, quite labor intensive. Yeah, if you had those keywords, you would then optimize your websites with those keywords. You would then write articles and content based on those keywords. And if you do that properly, you would show up higher in the search. And the same would be for the ads. If your ads are very creative, good text, good visuals, you would get higher conversions on your ads. So that was SEO and PPC yesterday. And then about November 2022, there was a bombshell in the market where the ChatGPT was launched, and the term generative AI became a sort of common domain. Generative AI means using artificial intelligence and machine learning to create content and to create strategies for you. So let me show you an example how SEO and PPC are being done today. Now for PPC, I can also use the term SEM, which is search engine marketing. Yeah, so how would you do SEO and search engine marketing on ChatGPT? Let me close these windows here and let me go to ChatGPT. Yep, so ChatGPT, here we go. And I'm going to use my own website for this. Yeah, so the first thing I am going to say is I'm going to ask from an SEO perspective, I'm going to ask ChatGPT, please look at my website. Yeah, riyadfarasha.com, and give me a list of keywords that I should focus on. Yeah, for each keyword, give me monthly search volumes and keyword difficulty. Let's see what he comes up with. So he's now looking at my website. Yeah, so here you have it. To optimize your website for search engines, it's crucial to focus on relevant keywords. Yeah, that attract potential visitors. Here are some recommended keywords along with their monthly search volumes and keyword difficulty. How amazing is this? Yeah, these keywords are derived using tools like Ahrefs, Ubersuggest, SEMrush, etc. incorporating these keywords strategically in your website content, meta descriptions, and blog posts will help improve your search engine rankings. So this is quite amazing. Yeah, I see a question popping up here. Is he using ChatGPT-4? I'm just using the basic ChatGPT, but obviously you can do this on ChatGPT-4, on the GPT-4 Omni, yeah, which has just come out. I'm just trying to explain the concept here to you. Now I have my keywords. I am now going to ask him, please suggest meta title, description, and H1 to 3 headers for my homepage. Let's see what you come up with. Yeah, because that is the next thing that you're going to do. Once you have those keywords and you agreed on the keywords, then you need to put together your meta title, description, etc. Here is a suggestion for the meta title. There you are, luxury yacht mega stay at Riyadh, Russia, authentic Moroccan experience, the meta description, the H1 header, H2 headers, H3 headers. Now this would take me a long time, yeah, the creative process. And I'm not saying that I'm going to copy and paste this, but at least it gives me a starting point. Okay, now, how would this work for pay-per-click advertising? Very simple. I can ask Google is give me 10 headlines, 10 descriptions for a Google search ad to promote my, to offer my clients a 10% discount if they book again. Yeah, so for a Google search ad, so now I'm basically asking Google or ChatGPT, give me 10 headlines, 10 descriptions for a Google search ad with a call to action. Yeah, so let's see what he comes up with. Here are my headlines. Here are my descriptions that I can just bring in with in my Google Ads process. Yeah, so that's how you can use ChatGPT for your SEO and for your pay-per-click advertising. And I can develop that further when it comes to a strategy, but also to a delivery. Yeah, so I can also ask, give me a strategy for give me a creative strategy for a Facebook, Instagram ad campaign. Yep, so here you have. Gives me the whole strategy for my ad campaign. Yeah, so yeah, this is, and again, folks, this is only the tip of the iceberg of what you can do for this. SARS, again, for the SEO demonstration, I'm using the standard ChatGPT. Yeah, so not the premium version of ChatGPT. And so this is from a strategy implementation. If I want to move on, I can say, use the above keywords in a new blog post. Suggest a title and a draft blog post. There you are. So there's my blog post. So yeah, it is, it is quite amazing, yeah, on what ChatGPT and other AI tools can do for you. Okay. I am just carrying on, folks. So so this is SEO and SCM today, yeah, which was launched by ChatGPT. Of course, Google and Microsoft saw a major disruption and a major threat coming out. Yeah, so Microsoft invested in ChatGPT. Yeah, so they brought ChatGPT into their Copilot. And I can ask the same questions here in the Copilot. Yeah, you need to sign in to your Google account and then you will have Copilot here. But what they have integrated with it is a designer and some other tools. But the designer, of course, is an important one where it brings in the visual element. You can just say in the designer, give me a frog playing golf. Yeah, and then it'll create a question or sort of a visual for you. Yeah, let's see. There it is. Pairing the visual. Take some time. You can decide on the style. Yeah, so here is the frog playing golf. I can say, give me a cartoon or give me a painting or what have you. Okay, so that is Microsoft, and Google came out with Google Gemini. Sorry, that's actually the wrong one. Yeah, so I think it's this one. Yeah, which is Google Gemini. Now, Google had a major announcement last week where it announced an overhaul of their Google search. Yeah, this was during their annual developers conference. And it's brand new. I'm not going to cover it, but what I do recommend you is to look at a search on Google or YouTube about this developers conference and what Google announced on artificial intelligence. How is that going to take over the search experience? And it's going to be a full integrated experience of voice, text, and video. So very powerful, and a lot is going to happen there. All right, so that is Google's and Microsoft response to the ChatGPT threat. Now, then what Google is doing as well is kind of a hybrid version, a temporary version. Let me show you, if I go back to the slides. Yep, and that is what they call Google Search Generative experience. Yeah, in this search generative experience, they are making search smarter and offering, until the whole new experience comes up, yeah, they're offering generative content on the search screen. Yeah, so if you want to try it, for instance, I can just type in here, try an example. I can say, let's say, I'm saying, for instance, to Kuala Lumpur food street. Yeah, no, that's not the one that we wanted. Yeah, so here you have, for this example, fun playtime activities for a 2-year-old that likes cars. Here you see an AI overview, yeah, that they show in here. So, yeah, so you see that at the top of the search page, you see how that is showing up. Okay, so that is an interim experience. And then the next step is that it is going to generative engine optimization. Yep, and that is where Google is aiming at, and that can also be seen as the SEO of tomorrow. You're going from search engine optimization to search generative experience, and in the sort of the end of the 2020s, the generative engine optimization, which basically means that instead of showing on the query things to do in New York, option 1, 2, and 3 with links, it is actually a complete story, a content piece which is completely generative, which is like reading an article with links to the various things that can be done, in this case in New York. So that is, of course, going to be a whole new way of search engine optimization. Yeah. And only in the next year or so, this is all going to work out how that is going to change the SEO, but that it is going to change is clear. So from a career perspective, that means be aware that if you want to move into the SEO world, with your career, then there's many changes ahead to move towards the generative engine optimization. Pay-per-click works the same. If you look at pay-per-click tomorrow, we're talking about generative ad creation. Yep, and here you see with a tool in SEMrush, there is an AI-generated asset or a creative module where you can develop ads, where you can develop ad creatives, ad texts, social creatives, and it is all being done through AI and machine learning, where your advertising strategy is developed and the advertising content is developed. So keep that in mind as well. Is less focus on the actual creation of the creative, but more making sure that you target the right audiences, that you set the right budgets, that you target the right sort of demographics, and have the right pay-per-click strategy with the right measurements in place. Okay, so that gave you a bit of a scope of how SEO and pay-per-click are changing. Now, what should you do with all this knowledge from a career perspective? Now here is an quote from Sam Altman, CEO OpenAI, which is the developer of ChatGPT. It will mean that 95% of what marketers use agency strategies and creative professionals for today will easily, nearly instantly, and at almost no cost be handled by the AI. So what you currently use agencies for, it can be handled by AI. And the AI will likely be able to test the creative against a real or synthetic customer focus group for predicting results and optimizing. Again, all free, instant, and nearly perfect. Images, videos, campaigns, ideas, no problem. So no matter what your job is, if it involves knowledge work, this quote is relevant to your immediate future. So the question is, should I go for SEO or for social media or for pay-per-click or for digital analytics? Is not that easy to answer at this moment, because they will change considerably over the next few years. Basically, you are now going to study for jobs that do not exist yet. New jobs that are coming, generative engine optimization specialists. A GAC specialist, which is the Google artificial content. I just forgot what it means. Let me just quickly got that. GAC Google. It is Google App Campaigns. I think that's the generative AI. Something I forgot, but yeah, there's an audience strategist is a new job that is coming out there. Yeah, there's the trend specialist, a very important job that is coming up in the future, and it's already there as well, which is the prompt engineer. Prompt engineering, the quality of your ChatGPT output or your AI agent output is based on the quality of the prompts that you put in. Yeah, so prompt engineer, we're talking about the content historian, yeah, to make sure that you have a kind of a library of all the content that you publish, and a digital knowledge manager. So lots of new jobs that are coming up in the next few years, and current jobs that will disappear. So keep that in mind. So with the question, yeah, should I go into SEO or should I go into PPC? I can't answer that question. Yeah, the only question the answer that I can give you is that those areas will change profoundly, and there will be new jobs emerging in that space. So keep that in mind. And the glue that you will have in all this is the generative AI. So anything you learn today in generative AI is going to be key for your future career. Right, that closes this section for the time being. So I'll hand over back to Simplilearn.
Yeah, Mark, thank you so much. Let me share back my screen. We were getting a really good response in the chat here. I think folks were really enjoying the topic you were covering. Also, if you have missed anything, please don't worry. We will share the recording also, post-webinar. For that, you'll have to stay till the end. So I'm sharing back my screen. We just covered the SEO versus PPC comparison, which digital marketing path, you can choose and will fit you best. The questions are open in the Q&A box. We already have, some interesting questions rolling in the chat and in the Q&A box. Now, please make sure that you go and put down your questions in the Q&A box. So we have covered this topic, and you're here because you are interested in digital marketing. And we would love to know what exactly is stopping you when it comes to, pursuing a career in digital marketing or becoming a digital marketing expert here. So I'm just launching a quick poll here. And this poll is basically to understand the concern or the challenges you are facing currently. This one is a multiple choice poll. So you can select multiple options because there can be multiple concerns, right, when it comes to pursuing a career like digital marketing. Awesome. I will read out these options for you as well. So the first option here is I can't find a program with a fully comprehensive curriculum. And the second option here is I wouldn't get the practical exposure I need to become job ready. And the third option is I find it difficult to learn from videos. And the fourth option is my work schedule won't allow me enough time for learning. As we saw, most of you are working professionals. So awesome. I see a lot of questions coming in the chat here. Please make sure to put it in the Q&A box, because that is where our speaker Mark, will be paying attention to the questions and answering in between if he gets time. So please do that. So, yeah. Awesome. I see most of you have already started, sharing your responses for the poll here. Folks on YouTube who are watching us live, you can also share your concerns or any questions you may have for our speaker Mark on the YouTube live chat box. So please do that. I'm paying close attention to the live chat box as well. So I'll take up questions from there as well. Awesome. Last 5 seconds for the poll. Here, I see most of you have responded. So what is stopping you from becoming a digital marketing expert here? So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let me quickly end the poll. Yeah. And also share the results with you folks and our speaker Mark. Let's see what is the concern here. So 57% of the votes are for I wouldn't get the practical exposure, I need to become job ready. Totally valid. And 35% of the votes are for my work schedule won't allow me enough time for learning. and 35% of the votes have for I can't find a program with a fully comprehensive curriculum, and 17% are for I find it difficult to learn from pre-file videos. So let me just quickly introduce you to our postgraduate program in digital marketing. We'll be deep diving into the digital marketing's learning path here, how exactly the learning path looks like, what is the curriculum here, and also we have integrated case studies and hands-on experience which will give you the practical experience you're looking for. I think the highest votes you've gotten for that. Also, we have a lot of tools covered in the program. We'll be talking about that, including the ChatGPT and generative AI tools. And also, this program duration is of 8 months. You can just complete it by giving 5 to 10 hours per week. This program is also co-created by Meta Blueprint, and we have a content provider, Harvard Business Publishing, which has case studies. We'll be talking more about that. We also will be sharing the learning environment, what exactly happens once you take up this program, what exactly the learning environment from Simplylearn looks like after covering the program, the insights. And also we'll be sharing you the learner outcomes and the alumni story from the alumni itself. So yeah, moving on to the Purdue University advantage here. The Purdue University is a 150-year-old university established by a land grant from the state of Indiana. It consistently ranks in one of the top public universities here and has produced Nobel Prize winners. Having a Purdue University on your CV is a prestigious accreditation recognized worldwide and definitely acts an advantage with all the things which this program covers as well in partnership with Purdue University here. Also, quickly talking about the Meta Advantage here. So what all things you get from the Meta Advantage Blueprint? You get exclusive Ask Me Anything sessions by Meta, masterclasses by Meta experts, and industry-recognized Meta Blueprint certifications, prep, and vouchers as well. So moving on to the digital marketing skills, which open up, these many career options in 2024. So Mark, I think you have already talked about, the upcoming career paths, which will be there in digital marketing. So maybe if you can shed some light on these, all the time, star career paths as well in digital marketing as well.
Sure, yeah. So here you see the different skills that we will be working on, whether these job titles are appropriate. As I mentioned, they will change over time. But the things that we are going to be talking about is digital marketing from a strategy perspective. Yeah, we'll give an introduction in digital marketing in this program. But then we're going to dig in straight away into search engine optimization, into pay-per-click advertising. We're going to be looking into social media marketing, content marketing, mobile marketing, e-commerce, local marketing. We're going to be looking at optimization, and we will be looking at insights, analytics. So it's a very heavy loaded program with all the knowledge that you need based on the content coming from Simplylearn. But obviously, I will add a lot of my personal experience to this to the program as well. And that is the benefit that I can give on top of what Simplylearn will give you. So lots to go through. And with this, there are many exercises, many case studies that you will be working on as well.
Awesome. Thank you so much for shedding some light on these career paths. Also, folks, we are open to the questions about the postgraduate program in digital marketing by Purdue University, which we'll be covering now. So please do let us know during all the insights we share about the program and deep dive into it. The learning path, you can let us know if you have any questions in the Q&A box. Also talking about the eligibility and the prerequisites here. So you need to have a marketing or a non-marketing background, and you need to have a bachelor's degree in any discipline, as this is a postgraduate program. So a bachelor's degree is a necessity. And also you need to have at least 2 years of work experience, for joining the program. Also, let's quickly talk about how this program prepares you. So we will be going through the learning part of the program. So Mark, if you can take us through how exactly this program builds the learner's digital marketing skills step by step, starting with the induction, which happens for the Purdue digital marketing program, and then over to the website creation. So over to you.
Yeah, well, this basically this summarizes what I just mentioned. Yeah, we're starting with an overview and introduction of digital marketing, and then it goes from developing your own website, how to do that. We're talking about the digital marketing landscape and behavioral marketing. Yeah, how can you analyze the market? How can you target the right audiences? We're then moving into search engine optimization, search engine marketing, and social media marketing, which are the kind of the cornerstones of your digital marketing. And on top of that, we have email marketing, mobile marketing, content strategy. Yep, sorry. We're talking about strategies for paid campaigns and analytics as well. AI, of course, is very important that we're covering that, which we will be doing, and then we'll close the program with the digital marketing capstone project. And the digital marketing capstone project is your opportunity to summarize all that you've learned in a case study, and that you can use when you have interviews and people will ask you, show us your experience. And particularly for when you start in digital marketing, this will give you kind of a head start that you can already show a project that you've worked on, albeit in a learning environment, but it is a hands-on proof that you understand what digital marketing is all about.
Thank you so much, Mark, for taking us through these learning path here. We'll be showcasing you live as well in the learning environment, what exactly this learning path looks like. Moving on to the tools, which are covered in the this program. So there are so many tools, Mark, which are covered in the program, which we can see here on the screen, and many more. So maybe you can shed some light on the most important.
Yeah, yeah. This is only a drop in the ocean. What you see here. Yeah, tools are changing every minute. I'm a bit of a tool geek in digital marketing, and I'm very keen on working with tools that are free, that you don't have to pay for. Yeah, so you'll be overloaded with tools that you can use for all aspects of digital marketing, and it is for you to look at which ones are relevant for you and which ones do you like and don't you like. There's the big tools like Google Ads, Google Analytics, Facebook Ads, YouTube, SEMrush, Hootsuite. We'll talk about all these, but this is only the tip of the iceberg. So what I hear from my students, what they particularly like in my classes is the hands-on experience in all the free tools that I will be sharing with them.
I think we also have gotten a current alumni as well who have joined us, who have just recently graduated as well. He was sharing his experience on the chat, I was talking with them. So yeah, and also how can you be talking about the chat GPT and the generative AI tools which are covered in the program, right? So how exactly are these chat GPT and generative AI tools important? I think you have covered a lot of these mentioned in the topic also previously. So how exactly the chat GPT tools are important for the program, and what are the other generative AI tools which are covered in the program as well?
Well, I've already showed you a number of the tools in this presentation. Yeah, the Bing tool, with ChatGPT, the Copilot, the Google Gemini, and then all the other tools that are out there to generate visuals, to generate video, to generate audio, etc. Yep. So I will be sharing all those tools with you in the course.
And these are the other generative AI tools you get to learn: Blue Willow, Stable Diffusion, Wellset Labs, and many other tools, and other basically, things Mark will be sharing in his basically cohort. And also, Mark, we also get other electives which we have in the program. It is the digital marketing internship. It is one of the best-selling digital marketing internship we have in partnerships here. Through this internship, folks, basically one of the poll which we did, right? What exactly is the concern? So they have voted for the practical exposure. So how does this internship actually help students, gain that experience without actually spending money as well, right? So they get to handle these accounts and in this internship. Can you tell us a little bit about that as well?
Yeah, so what I've experienced is it is difficult to plan a Google Ads campaign if it is not if it's not real. Yeah, so because yeah, you can create an ad, but you can't publish it because then Google will charge you. And when this is in a training environment. So there is this digital marketing simternship where you get access to a tool where you can actually run a pay-per-click campaign, an SEO campaign, a social media campaign, a landing page, and what have you, in a simulated environment, managing your own budget and defining your own parameters. And if you do it right, you will get the right output. And that is a great way of learning and getting hands-on experience in running SEO and pay-per-click campaigns. So this is a very powerful aspect to this program.
And also, this is the certificate you get for completion once you're done with this digital marketing internship. And this is how exactly it looks like. Yes, it is certified to the learner, and the certified the significance experience. It will basically share all the things which you worked on. And yeah, and moving on to the projects here. So Mark, I think you have already mentioned the most interesting part about the program is the hands-on experience. So first of all, what exactly are capstone projects? And what basically case studies and projects we're working on, we'll talk about next.
Yeah, so capstone projects are kind of real life business scenarios that you can kind of develop based on real life case studies. You can choose out of 5 different projects in 5 different industries, and then you will need to do and put together an SEO strategy, a pay-per-click strategy, a social media strategy, developing a landing page, and what have you. And that's a great way to actually show to prospective employers that you have already got some experience in developing strategies.
Would we agree with that? And also, we have Harvard Business case studies. We have case studies. These are in partnership with Harvard Business Publishing. And in this case study, we have the Thunderbird School of Global Management case study, where you can enhance the search engine optimization, SEO, and bolster online marketing experts, and also optimize the media plan for Thunderbird's new website with the help of Webmetrics. And also we have an Air France Harvard Business case study you get to basically work on. You get to step into the shoes of the senior VP of media contacts to optimize this search engine marketing for Air France to generate customer sales in a cost-effective manner. And a lot of these case studies and projects which are covered in the program as well. Mark, as we can see, there are so many brand case studies here. First of all, which one of them do you think is the most interesting one, which students always pick up, and would you like to shed some light here as well?
Yeah, it's difficult to say which one is the most interesting one. They are all sort of covering different aspects of digital marketing. Some brands, of course, are very, they have great branding and great social media strategies. If you look at Nike, if you look at Adidas, yes, so lots to choose from here, and it is for you to decide, yeah, which industry is more relevant to you and relate your case study towards that particular industry.
I think we have gotten a few of the responses here that Nike, KFC, one of the main favorites here by Alumni are here. And also we have global leaders as program advisors here. So Jin Shun Lee, who's the clinical assistant and professor of management at Purdue University. Brad Getz, who's the expert PPC marketer and founder of Certified Knowledge author as well. And also Matt Bailey, who's the expert internet marketer, president of SiteLogic author. So they basically make sure that Simplilearn is delivering as per standards of per university here when it comes to the program. Also moving on to the learning management system of the program, how exactly the learning management looks like. So let me do one thing. Let me just quickly go to the learning management system here. So in case Mark, you basically want to showcase, you can do that, or I also can do that.
No, why don't you do that? Because I don't
Sure,
have
sure.
it here at hand.
Sure, sure. I'll do that. I'll do that. I'll share my screen. I'll share my screen back, folks, and just
Yeah.
quickly log in. Yes, I have logged in. Now sharing back my screen once again. So this is the learning management system of Simplilearn, and this is where you will get access to all the courses basically subscribe to, be it the Simplilearn courses, be it the Skill Up courses. So let me just quickly go and basically, find. I have a lot of programs here. So let me just quickly open the postgraduate program in digital marketing and by Goethe University here, and let me just quickly take you through the learning management system here. So let me just quickly see that the courses here which we have covered, the learning part of the program which Mark has already covered, you can see it is not only self-learning videos, it is actually mostly live classes, but it has a blend of live classes plus self-learning. I will also open one of them and show you how exactly it looks like as well. You can see search engine optimization, SEM, all the things SMM which are covered in the program are in the learning path here. So I'm just quickly browsing through it. Caption project, which we have talked about. Let me do one thing. Let me also open one of them quickly. Let me open the SEO only. So we have covered SEO here. So, yeah. So let's see. So let me just quickly play a self-recorded video for you, and then also show you where are the live classes, the basically content, the cheat sheet, trainer slides, premium access tools, all these things here. So as you can see, this is the self-learning section of SEO, and these are the basically a lot of things covered in the curriculum here. And I'll just quickly play a video for you. Maybe let me just quickly go to one of the technical SEOs. Let's just go in between here. Also, folks, we are open to your questions in the Q&A box.
In this lesson, Anna will go through some user experience updates. She will understand the functioning of search consoles and how they can benefit a business. She will further learn the mechanism of web crawlers and how indexing makes a website more visible to the audience. Anna will advance her understanding of security issues. A good user experience is essential to advance any firm.
So yeah, this is just an example of the self-learning videos here. This is just to guide you, which will definitely help you with live classes here. So this is the live classes section of this particular, cohort in the curriculum. And this is where you can see your classes here. And these are the available upcoming classes here. So you can see the classes will be announcing soon because there is an upcoming next cohort and the current cohort is completely filled here. And also you can see the past classes which I've attended here. Also, there is this assessment here, which you can basically complete by SEO, test 1, test 2, keyword research. So all these basically assessments here, we need to basically complete minimum one of them to basically unlock the certificate. And then there are reference materials which you can access here through this section here. So yeah, this is basically just to sum up basically the learning videos and also the self live videos as well. Let me just quickly go back to the program once again. And yeah, so these are the electives which are covered in the program. Apart from the courses, electives here are optional. They come as a part of the program. We don't charge anything extra for these electives here. You can see the Stukin digital marketing internship, which you have talked about. This also has a live section and a self-learning section. And you can see digital marketing with ChatGPT and other AI tools here as well. You can also see digital marketing Facebook master session, also Purdue University digital marketing masterclasses, affiliate marketing, blogging, and much more than that. I'll share the program link with you as well. You can check out for yourself later. So yeah, let me just quickly open one of them, right? Digital marketing with ChatGPT and other AI tools. So basically, this has a self-learning section, introduction only, and there will be live classes which will go on for AI and ChatGPT and other tools we have. Yeah, this is just to sum up what are the things which are there in the program. And the certificate here, I'll show you the certificate, how it looks like on the program page. And we also have a 24/7 help tool section by Skill Up Guru here, who actually helps you, within basically under 2 minutes, you can start the chat. There's a certificate, labs, projects, assessment, any question you have about the program, you can just, quickly go and access it here. So yeah, that is just a sum of the learning environment, how exactly looks like. I hope this gives you a better idea about the learning environment of digital marketing program by Purdue University here. Now, moving on to the past learners and their success stories. Interestingly, the previous classes have consisted of learners coming from excellent organizations like Amazon, Microsoft, Dell, Barclays, Vodafone, LinkedIn, Johnson Johnson, just to name a few of them among hundreds of them. But that does not mean they only come from these top companies. They also come from a lot of diverse companies as well. This is just to give an example. And also industries they come from. IT, BFSI, consulting being one of the top industries there. And also sharing the success stories here from the alumni themselves. So I see Miriam here says that the instructor was thorough and explained digital marketing in depth. It was very exciting for her to attend the interactive classes that she could take from anywhere. And also Evert here shares that he was awarded with a job as digital marketing manager from one of the Jamaica's leading agency. And also the certification was a game changer and allowed him to start his own company and scale up his own business. Corinne here says that I have been with Simplylearn for 3 years, focusing on digital marketing courses. The courses and the platforms are of the top standards, and the courses are very well structured and delivered by best-in-class world experts. And also, Girish here also has a story here. His base of learning digital marketing principles has helped him to achieve the growth hacking approaches that we are applying today. And also he'll be coming back to Simplylearn along with his team to get them more knowledgeable on a specific set of courses. So we also do, basically company cohorts as well. I'll be talking about in the enrollment steps. Also, we have job assist, services as well, which we provide from Simplylearn once you're done with the program. This is for Indian and US learners. For Indian learners, we have in partnerships with IM Jobs, and for US learners, we have this with Talent Inc. In this, we provide resume building services. We have career mentoring and interview prep sessions via webinars, and also we have career fairs as well. So yeah, I'll share the link towards the program. You can check out about this job as a services much more in detail. I'll show you where to find it as well. Now, why not hear it from the alumni himself, right? So Anuswami's story, stepping out and stepping up on his own. So let me just quickly share this career growth story from this program here quickly from Anand. Let me go to YouTube and play it for you. So I'll just do a sound testing here. So I'm just going to play this and
last year,
let me know if it is not audible to you. Please let me know in the chat. If it's audible, just say yes.
I decided to step out and
Okay, I see it's audible. Okay, awesome. Fine. Thank you so much. Let me just quickly play that for you now from the starting.
after 26 years of working in corporate, last year I decided to step out and work something on my own. That's when I realized that there is a need to upskill, because a lot of current practices that's different from what it used to be 10, 15 years ago. And there's a need for me to, get into a formal way of upskilling my skills. Hi, I'm Anand. I'm a co-founder at a medtech startup. I'm also founder of a collaboration platform called medtechhub.org. And I'm an alumni of Simplylearn and Purdue University. I passed out of IIM Kolkata in 1994, specializing in marketing and general management, and worked in many organizations, including 3 top global medtech companies. When I was actively looking for a digital marketing course last year, I came across this course called Postgraduate Program in Digital Marketing from Simplylearn. And I decided I would want to pursue that. Digital marketing has gone through a rapid change. So when I decided to step out of the corporate work and start on my own, I realized I need to upskill. One of the interesting things about the online course was that since I was beginning to work on my startup and also didn't want to spend time away with my family, it sort of met that requirement. Second is I have a lot of hobbies. Okay, I do gardening, I do wildlife photography and bird watching and things like that. So having the classes in the evening, in the weekend, released time for both the daytime during the week as well as in the weekend, so I can continue to pursue. With the knowledge gained from the course, I was almost immediately able to apply it into my website as well as the blog site. What this did to me is 2 things. One, it reduced the amount of time I would normally have to spend in creating that. Second is it was also more effective in reaching the right customer, right audience. One thing is very clear. If you have to stay on the top, you have to continuously reinvent yourself. That also means upskilling in everything that you do. It's a fast changing world and competition is nipping at you all the time. So it's better to be better skilled and appropriate skilled than to be certain.
Totally agree with that. And quickly moving on to the slide back. So this is one of the stories, among thousands of them for this program. I think, interestingly, few of the learners have actually joined our session as well. And they actually are sharing their, like experience, midway through the program and also, completed the program as well. So thank you so much for that. Glad you are enjoying the sessions and also join the session, in case you have any questions, please make sure you go and put on your questions in the Q&A box. Even after completing the program, if you have any questions, we will help you out. And just to summarize it quickly, I know we have extended the time by a few more minutes. Just to completely basically summarize it, this postgraduate program certificate, basically this is how exactly it looks like. Let me also quickly share the link towards the program as well. You can go and check out for yourself later on as well, and also download the syllabus for your reference in case you want to go through the learning path and all the details we have covered in the program as well. And also you get to work on the hands-on projects, the Harvard business case studies. We have partnerships with Meta, which you can utilize for advanced master classes, and AMAs with Purdue and Meta both. And you get to be a part of the Purdue Alumni Association membership. So that is what is very interesting. Even after the program, you get to be a part of this Purdue Alumni, and you get to basically globalize and network with these alumni from Purdue. So yeah, that is just to summarize quickly. And now let me just also quickly share the program link with you here. You can check it out here. Also, let me also open the program link quickly. So these are the things we have already summarized. This is the program page, which I've shared on the chat. And you can see it is of 8 months duration. And you can see the ratings here. It is highly rated, one of the best boot camps by Purdue University. And all the things we have covered here, our top alumni, the program impact here. You can see 300% salary hike. You can see the growth stories here. You can see the growth stories in detail here, how exactly a teacher basically went and co-founded, one of the companies. All the growth stories are here present, which you can go and check out in detail as well. And yeah, all the key features in the program we have covered. You can check out all the details here as well. This is how the certificate looks like. This is how the Meta blueprint, in collaboration with certificates and vouchers you'll be getting from the program. And yeah, just to cover up all the learning path and also the skills covered, the tools covered, highlighting the ChatGPT and AI tools as well, and case studies. And you can see the program trainers here, Marc Campman, who was actually expert speaker here, being one of the program experts here, and the Simplylearn's Job Assist program as well. You can check out for India, I am Jobs Pro, and for US learners, Talent Inc. And yep, all the details are here. You can go and quickly check out. If you want to check out more reviews by alumni, you can check out more stories here as well. So yeah, that is just to quickly sum up the program here. And now we would love to know your interest in enrollment. I know a lot of you have already started telling me that I want to enroll. So I'm just sharing that interest now. This is how you can enroll. So if you would love to enroll into the postgraduate program in digital marketing by Purdue University, you can share your interest on the poll, which I have just launched now, which clearly says an option yes, which you can go and quickly select. And you can let us know that you are interested. And that is how the learning consultants from Simplylearn will be reaching out to you and taking you through a guide through the program and any questions you might have. And after this, I'll share the enrollment steps and the program fee and the program schedule. In the link also, you can go and check it for yourself in case you want basically to do that. Okay, I see yes is coming on the chat. I see folks who are watching us live on our YouTube channel as well. Yes is coming there as well. So clearly you can also go and enroll for folks who are watching us live on a YouTube channel. If you're watching us live right now, you can click on the link which you see on the live chat box, which says Postgraduate Program Digital Marketing, and it'll have a link, the same link which I've shared on Zoom as well with folks who have joined us on Zoom. And it'll take you to the same program page which I have just shown you. And you can share your interest towards enrollment by sharing your email ID and basic information, and similar process will be followed for the same. You can also immediately go and enroll as well. And also, in case you're watching this later on YouTube, you also can find the link towards enrollment on top of the description and click on that, the same link, and follow the same process as well. So, yeah. It's asking for login. So you can basically just log in quickly and share your details. It will be much easier. You already have a login at Simplylearn. If you don't have a login, there will be an option to basically just go and share your basic few details there. Awesome. I see most of you have already started sharing responses for the poll here. Let's give it like 10 more seconds here, and then we will basically end the session and address your queries. So, Mark, meanwhile, I see that you have already started answering all these queries here in the Q&A box. So maybe you can just summarize quickly all the questions you have answered, the most repetitive questions, we might have anything like, you would like to address for the folks here, which will be helpful. I see alumni is here who have joined us on chat. If you basically want the webinar certificate, you can stay. We just will need 5 more minutes. So sorry for the extension. We want to address the queries folks have. Mark is working on that. You can check out the Q&A box. He has already addressed a lot of queries there. So please do check out the Q&A box. So, and folks who are waiting for the webinar certificate as well, just stay for 5 more minutes and we will end the session. And we'll carry on with the webinar certificate and all the details. I'll just quickly go through that again once again. Awesome. Last 5 seconds for the poll here. Would you like to enroll into the postgraduate program in digital marketing by Purdue University? You can see a poll which is live on Zoom which says, would you like to enroll into the program? And you can select your option as yes, which I can see on the poll. A lot of folks have already done that. So yeah, and we do have limited seats per this year. Because as you can see, I've shown you the learning environment, the cohorts were already filled. There are no classes available right now. There is an upcoming cohort, which also has like limited seats. I see a lot of yeses coming here. Make sure that you go and basically answer yes in the poll also. So yeah, last 5 seconds for the folks here, folks. I'll be closing the poll now. I've extended it a bit now. So last 5 seconds, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let me end the poll. Thank you so much for sharing your interest. I saw a lot of you sharing your interest towards enrollment. Let me just quickly take you through the enrollment steps here. So there are 3 simple, easy steps you'll have to follow. Basically, once you have shared your interest towards enrollment through this poll here, so the learning consultants will be taking you through these 3 simple, easy steps. So the step 1 here is you have to submit an application to us at askus@simplylearn.net. Step 2 will be application will be going for a review based on the eligibility and prerequisites I've shared. In case you have any confusions there, I'm sharing the link towards the program once again. You can go and check it out here. And also based on that, you'll be getting admissions offer letter from Simplylearn's learning consultant. A lot of you have asked when is the next mirror cohort. So the next one here, the introtic classes are happening on May 23rd, and the classes will be starting on May 25th. So yeah, this is the one which is basically already filled, and this is a very limited seats cohort. And also we have the program fee here. It is $3,000 for US candidates. For India candidates, it is 1,999 INR rupees, including GST. And also, I think a lot of you have asked if we have any installment options available. So we do have that. Let me just quickly go to the link page here and just show you quickly. I'll just show you here itself. the options we have. So this is for India region, and because I've put the India filter here on. So you can see we have EMI options here. These are the partners which you can offer. You can check out on the link which I've shared. And similarly, let me just filter the same thing for US. And let's see what options we do. So we do have options here as well. You can see here, Spirited Client Learner. So yeah, this is just to summarize quickly all the options we have for installment. And also in case you want your employer to reimbursement your tuition fee, you can also do that. You can opt for that. You can just mention this to the learning consultant from Simplilearn and they will help you with that. And yeah, basically in case any more questions after this, you can reach out to us at askus@simplylearn.net. Moving on to the Q&A part of the session. Mark, I'm so sorry. I know we have extended the time by a lot bit, but the session was so interesting. And we have gotten a lot of questions. So quickly, can we summarize? I think I've managed to answer a lot of these questions already. So can you summarize like most important questions which will be helpful for our attendees here, which you have already answered as well?
Yeah, I've answered all the questions that were there. A lot of uncertainty about where SEO and PPC are going. As I said, yeah, that's because of the whole AI and generative AI developments. I tried to answer the questions as well as I could. So I think that should be it.
Thank you so much, Mark. Folks, please go and check out the Q&A box. Mark has already answered a lot of these questions. Please go and check out his responses there. Let us know if you have any questions. Let us know if you have any questions even after the webinar. I've shared the email ID here. You can reach out to us anytime at askus@simplylearn.net. And we are here to support you every step of your educational journey. Thank you so much for joining us. Now talking about the webinar certificate. I know a lot of you have been waiting for that. So just to quickly summarize it. So this is the certificate of participation you'll be receiving. And for that, you will be basically have to fill the post-webinar survey. You can share it, the certificate. You'll receive it within 24 to 48 hours after the webinar is done. So you can share it on LinkedIn. You can showcase your achievement. You can let your network know that, they're attending such a trending, topic on digital marketing, and basically connect with like-minded folks. And you can also tag our Simplylearn handle, which I've shared on the chat box. I'll share it again. And also our expert Marc Campman here. Also, you can basically, I'll just quickly show you one of our attendees actually shared these insights, also screenshots from the session. And she actually, ended up getting a lot of, support from her network, and she ended up connecting with a lot of like-minded people as well. And also you can, use the hashtag #SimplyGrow. This will be easier for us to, track you down. So you can use the hashtag #SimplyGrow when you're basically sharing the certificate or the screenshots of the webinar. You can tag Mark, you can tag Simplylearn, you can also tag me as well if you want. You can easily find me. So let me just quickly share the basically links here on the chat once again. Just save it. And looking forward to your post on LinkedIn and interacting with you there as well. And Mark as well. Mark, if you basically, see any of these posts, please do, respond to them as well. So if you have time, so yeah. So with this, we'll be summarizing the session. And thank you so much, everyone, for joining. Thank you so much for being an amazing audience. Thank you for the alumni of the course who have joined, and they were sharing the experiences on the chat, and they were so patient, with other folks while they were asking their questions. So thank you so much once again, folks. We will be ending the session now because we have exceeded it a bit just for you. So thank you so much, Mark, for an interesting session. Thank you so much for an interesting session. Thank you so much. Awesome, awesome. Now you can also let us know if you have any feedback as well on the webinar, basically post-webinar survey. So the post-webinar survey now will pop up once I end the session, and you will be able to basically fill down your full name which you want on the certificate. That is how we will be able to send you the certificate. In case you have not basically received the certificate, but you have filled the post-webinar survey, I'm sharing with you an email ID here where you can just quickly drop us a mail there that, I have attended the webinar. I filled out the post-webinar survey, but I not received the certificate. So this is the email ID. You can save that email ID and you can just drop me a mail there. And yeah, thank you so much, everyone. Thank you, everyone, for joining. And I hope you basically enjoyed the session. I'm again sharing the links here. And just, let's network a bit. Use the hashtag #SimplyGrow. So, and let's network a bit and also connect with a lot of like-minded folks, out there globally. So thank you so much, everyone. Thank you. We'll be ending the session now. Have a good night, good evening, good morning, wherever you're joining us from. So have a good day.